Hello and welcome to another part of the You Don't Need That Shit series, where I'm going to talk about all the makeup releases that do spark my interest over on social media and that I just have things to say about in case you haven't seen one of those videos. So before we head now into the new releases, I want to address the post that was made about me on the Reddit Beauty Guru Cheddar subreddit. Yes, it happened. My little channel with less than 1,000 followers made such waves that somebody felt the need to do a post about me. The post basically was about my last week's rant about the Sisley shade range. Let me just make something straight here. First of all, I'm not mad about that post at all. I'm thankful for all the messages that I got about this, saying that I should not let this take me down, or that I should now keep on doing YouTube because there will always be haters. I didn't think that this post was really a hate thing against me. It was just people who were disagreeing with my opinion. And I always say that here, every opinion is welcome, no matter if you disagree or agree with me. One subscriber on last week's video even commented that she disagrees with me for certain reasons, and that my saying of this as being a Karen behavior, she felt is not okay, and that is fine to me. I think it is a very good thing that she is able to communicate her opinion on this topic without being like dragged or hated or whatever, because I would never do this. It was a very respectful, thought out comment, and I want to do this. This is exactly what I want. I want to do a platform where you can share your opinion. Doesn't matter if you agree or disagree with me. I just want you to think about things, comment your opinion, get opinions from others, and just add more knowledge, more views to your subjective point of view, to your own truth, because that's the only way how we learn. So thank you for all the concerns that I might be very upset about this post. I am actually not. The only thing that I'm a bit upset of is, do I sound Eastern Europe? There was a long discussion about me and my accent being Eastern Europe. For all those new subscribers that now came because of that Reddit post, because hi, I actually gained a couple subscribers after this came online on Reddit. I'm not Eastern Europe, but I am from Europe. I am German. So I think that's all I should say about this. So let's head over now to the new releases and the new drama it might cause now. So the first thing I want to talk about is the new Adept Cosmetics release. We were talking about the Flying Fiddles last week and I was so excited, and now we have the color story here and I'm not excited anymore. This looks like the child of Natasha Denona Yucca and the Nomad Cosmetics I cannot pronounce that correctly, but I'm talking about the summer release. This like super warm golden greenish palette. And I'm honest with you, I couldn't be more disappointed in this release because, first of all, the outer packaging with the gray, the roses and the laces, I was expecting a cool toned ice palette with pops of reds. That is what I was expecting, but instead we're getting a warm toned palette. I don't get this. I'm sorry. No. I already heard from others, or like a friend watched some initial reviews on this palette, and they were really disappointed because the mattes apparently are not like the regular mattes, like in Element 115 or in Sumerian Sunset or the Inspired one. They seem to be a bit more powdery, which I really don't like. In general, I don't think this palette is a good color story at all. And if you just cover up that marbled rainbow shade in the middle, you have a Natasha Denona Yucca palette with a bit of a pink tone and more chromy glitter shades. But other than that, I'm super disappointed in this. I don't think this is the neutral palette that everybody wanted. This is just a ripoff of an old color story that we have seen last summer and fall all the time. Although I have to admit, I saw one look on the Adept Cosmetics page on Instagram and that was a good look, but the look was only done with the blue, what's it called? The green Cali shade and one of the shimmers. So doesn't tell a lot. So Danessa Myricks is coming out with new stuff, and I'm so confused by the way she names things, because one is called the Water Powder Serum. So is it water or is it powder? No, there is no in between. Same as with the balm that I love to death. It's called the Skin Blurring. What's it called? Let me grab this. It is called the Blurring Balm Powder. This is not a powder, it's just a fucking balm. So can you please? So don't call something a water powder serum. This is just very, very confusing. But it basically says mattifying, blurs and smooth and soothes skin. You can wear it alone or under makeup for all skin types. Interesting texture, applies like water and vaporizes into a smooth powder. Wait for reviews. And then we have the Moisture Repair Balm. Hydrating your skin, can be applied alone or under makeup. So I'm not really sure. These two are primers, aren't they? Something like that. I'm actually liking Danessa Myricks products. Today I'm wearing her the skin tint, the Yummy Skin Tint. I love that skin tint. But to be honest, this water powder serum, do you know what this kind of looks like? Like something that dries and cracks. I am actually excited for the reviews, especially for that balm, because it looks like yellow Vaseline and I, for whatever reason, want to eat it. So at this moment, I am not interested, but I'm interested in reviews. That's what I'm interested in. So REM Beauty is coming up with powders, and I'm pretty sure I saw powder blushes. And I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that there are bronzers in that collection too, but I cannot find the post anymore. I am very on the fence about REM Beauty, because the only thing that I have tried so far and liked is the concealer, and just as spot concealer. I tried the foundation that they came out with last year. It was a hot mess. And because of that, I'm a bit afraid to try anything else. I know their eyeshadow palettes are very, very hit or miss. I think there's one specific one that is quite good, and the others are not. The highlighters, I like the shade ranges and different undertones of highlight. It's something that's kind of intriguing, and I mean, they're quite affordable for what they are. But on the other side, I don't think that this can... Again, wait for reviews. Wait for the full shade range, wait for all the swatches, and wait for a couple reviews, not only one. Watch a couple of them. So far, not interested. Spectrum Cosmetics, no, Spectrum Collection is the complete name. They do the Lady and the Tramp collection. It's basically a brush set and puffs. And I saw some comments, was it here on Trend Mood? Yeah, overpriced. Yep. The prices for what looks like crap sold from Disney souvenir stores. I agree on the Disney vibe. I don't think that Disney collaborations and Disney themed makeup looks luxe at all. Although I have to say that $80 for an 8-piece brush set is not a lot. That means $10 per brush. I have one Spectrum Collection brush set that has 30 brushes, and I think I paid a discounted price of 180 or 170 €. I'm not sure what I paid, but I know the full price was way over 200, and they are very, very good. And people kind of forget sometimes what you get for the price. So you get good quality brushes and you get 8 of them. Do you need them? Probably not. If I just look at the brushes, I'm like, yeah, I don't have a use for them. The puffs, 4 for $24 means 6 per puff, which is also a good price. I am using the LH Cosmetics ones, and I have 2 of them, and I paid $30 per puff. I don't know if that's the original price, because I bought it from a reseller here in Germany. But still, that's a good price, to be honest. I just genuinely don't like Disney collabs. I think it looks cheap, it looks like Makeup Revolution, drugstore thing, and Spectrum Collections definitely is not drugstore vibe. This is not a new release. This is just something I want to talk about. First of all, this is the Oracle Chrome Highlighter Palette from Bella Beauté Bar. I know that this will be available at Monolith Shop end of February. I cannot promise that I keep my no-buy for this because this was recommended to me so many times, way over the Noctilucent palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, that I might get this. But what I want to talk about is this here. The highlighter palette is now available for pre-order 10 to 12 weeks. That's up to 3 months. That means when I pre-order it today, and today is February 3rd, I might get this in the beginning of fucking May. That's nearly summer. I am sorry, but I don't care if you're an indie brand or not. I agree on pre-order couple things, like do it 4 weeks. I'm fine with that, like Cleona did, even though not everything went smooth with that one for personally me, but I think a time frame of 4 weeks is acceptable. But 12 weeks? As far as I know, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not in that industry working, but if they do a pre-order at this long time schedule, that just means they gather money from customers to finance the production. And here, this is a significant lead time, although we hope to have it sooner. No, I'm sorry, but this is not okay. 12 weeks is not good. And I just read it here. Some people were asking about Monolith Shop, and Bella Butaber commented they're getting it too. So Monolith Shop will probably get it also in 3 months, so that nobody is safe. So we now have the product reveal of the Glamlight and Betty Boop collection. Again, I said it already, I hate this cartoon figure, whatever. And I just want to talk about the eyeshadow palette. The blush duo is fine, it's 2 pinks, it's good. The eyeshadow palette is like the child of the Nightmare on Elm Street, the red one, and some remaining pieces from Ghostface. Or as if they took the Chucky palette from last year Valentine's Day and just added more light. They just made it brighter. I don't know. I am so over Glamlight. They really got me last year, but I'm really over them. And I also don't think that this palette is really fitting because it's basically a palette inspired by the style, but if it was really inspired by the makeup of this cartoon, it would have been a neutral palette. And I just before I started filming saw the makeup release video from Angelica Ninquist, and she had a very interesting point that there are probably a lot of people who want to try Glamlight, although I can't recommend ordering from the website, just buy it from a reseller. But they will skip it because of the bright colors. So she basically said that if this would have been a more neutral palette, maybe with a pop of red, that would have been a banger. And I have to agree on that. Haus Labs is coming out with new PhD hybrid lip glazes. So these are the first of its kind skincare infused lip plumping glaze with burn-free lip plumping after 2 weeks of continuous use. So basically they say they will do lip filler for you if you just apply this daily. I don't like the Haus Labs lip oils, so I'm kind of afraid this is the same, and no, thank you. By the way, people are losing their fucking minds over the fact that Haus Labs will be available at Sephora in Germany, I think from March on. If you are in Europe or Germany, in general Germany, you can buy Haus Labs on the website. And they do not add a lot to the prices actually, and all the taxes are included, and if you order for more than 150 euro, even the express shipping is for free. So I don't get why people are so over the moon for that. For other countries in Europe, I get that because I think Haus Labs does not ship to Spain or so, but Sephora Spain will have it too. So I'm curious how the prices are here, or if it's still cheaper to buy it on the Haus Labs website. Oh, by the way, we talked about the Haus Labs thing, I think 2 weeks ago, about them discontinuing their blushes, and I got some very, very helpful comments on that. Haus Labs actually has a lawsuit going on because of a certain ingredient in their blushes. I found the official thing that this company filed in, because they're basically saying that this titanium oxide, whatever is in there, is causing cancer. And when you do some research on that ingredient, you really quick find out that basically 99% of the makeup you use has this ingredient. So I'm not really sure if there's more to the story that is just not publicly seen. But House Labs still hasn't done a statement on that. And last but not least, we have a new Whatever Girls collection from Roman D. Is it called Roman D or Romand? Because it's Rome and ND. I don't know. But it's a K or Japanese brand or Chinese. It's an Asian makeup. I'm sorry if this is not very precise. I'm not too sure where Roman D is from. I do have one of the... Wait a second. I do have one of the palettes. It's Korean. It's a Korean brand. And the dark palette, I'm honest with you, that looks intriguing. The darker two of the palettes looks like something I would wear. Then there are, what are they? Dark, like liquid glosses. Okay, some glosses that do mix. So they have two colors. One has black and blue sparks. Oh, that's pretty. Like one of the palettes and the black gloss. Oh, that looks good. They are available on YesStyle, so I do have some of my commission that I've done from the purchases you were so kind to do with my code and link. So I probably could use that commission to buy this stuff. I know that is available on YesStyle, so if you want to check it out, my code is Allagram10. That saves you some money. The link and the code is also in the description box. And don't forget, these are affiliated, so that means if you use them, I make small money so that I can reinvest it in makeup. The other palette, it's just a boring pink palette, not for me, but the darker one is something I would try because the palette that I do have from Roman &D is an all glitter palette. And I surprisingly like that a lot. And to be honest, that's actually everything that I saved because a lot of the releases that came in last week were very boring. Nothing I really was interested in. I actually had to, the day that I'm filming this, go specifically to the pages like Trend Mood, Point Click Vibes, or Makeup on Your Radar to just look what else came in because I might have scrolled over it because it was so boring and I just ended up with nothing new. So that's also good for the wallet. Not interested in a lot of stuff. Actually, most of them is more interested for reviews, except for the Roman D things. And there I just check out if I can use my credits that I have on YesStyle. Is there a release here that is very tempting you? Let me know which one. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And if you see things floating around the internet that you think is worthy talking about, just tag me in the posts and that helps me a lot. So thank you and I will see you in the next one.